Hey guys, welcome to History Behind the Warrior, and today we're going to be talking about the king of Muay Thai, Sagat. Sagat originates from Thailand. He's the master of Adon and held the first ever World Warrior tournament in order to prove that he wasn't only the strongest Muay Thai fighter in the world, but the strongest fighter in the world overall. Now before the events of the tournament, he was a rival to a man called Go Hibiki. When the two were fighting, Go Hibiki had actually stuck his thumb in Sagat's eye and gouged it out. Sagat lost control and in retaliation for doing this actually beat Go Hibiki to death. Now during the tournament he would be confronted by a young man named Ryu. The two would battle in the finals with Sagat brutally beating Ryu. Sagat would walk over to the beaten Ryu and try to help him up. However, Ryu unknowingly tapped into the darker side of Unsatsuken and executed a powerful Metsu Shoryuken across Sagat's chest, knocking out Sagat and scarring his chest. Feeling embarrassed, Sagat swore vengeance against Ryu. Consumed by rage and hatred, Sagat would join the criminal organization known as Shadowloo, becoming one of the four kings of Shadowloo and M. Bison's personal bodyguard. At some point, Sagat would catch up to Ryu and the two would have a rematch. Sagat would defeat Ryu, but afterwards feel that the victory was very hollow as he realized that Ryu had actually thrown the match away. Not accepting this as a clean victory, Sagat would train even harder than he normally would in order to fight Ryu once more and have the proper rematch he has actually been wanting. Not long after his confrontation with Ryu, he would encounter Dan Hibiki. Dan was the son of Go Hibiki and was seeking revenge for his father's killer. Sagat would remember how Ryu had let him win their last match and felt a sort of kinship with Dan during their battle. Sagat purposely threw the match which allowed Dan to satisfy his anger, seeing this as a way to stop someone from giving in to the hate that he gave into for a very long time. Sagat would later learn that his scar was a result of the darker side of Unsatsuken when Ryu actually became possessed by the Satsue no Hado. After learning this, all hatred that he had towards Ryu had diminished. Sagat then walked in on Bison brainwashing Ryu. Disgusted by Bison's actions, Sagat fought the brainwashed Ryu to break him out of Bison's mind control. With assistance from Sakura and Ken, Sagat was able to awaken Ryu. With Ryu now himself, he would proceed to defeat Bison. The four would then leave the Shadowloo base, with Ryu promising Sagat the rematch that he wanted, saying that the two would fight at their best when they both felt that they were ready. Sagat would then participate in the second World Warrior tournament and wanted a clean rematch with Ryu. However, it does say at some point that Ryu was apparently knocked out of the competition, and Sagat himself would then drop out, finishing third in the tournament. Sagat would then cut all of his ties to Shadowloo and begin training himself in Thailand once more, wanting to become stronger in his old age. During this time, Sagat lapsed into a depression, feeling like his love for fighting had dwindled. He would one day attend Adon's matches since he was his student. Now when he arrived to support him, he was actually mocked and challenged to a match by his former pupil. Sagat would then proceed to pretty much beat the crap out of Adon. His fans would cheer at him, and this would rekindle his fighting spirit. He would then enter Sin's tournament with the hopes of having a rematch with Ryu, and the two would actually fight each other, although the outcome of the battle was left unknown. After the tournament, Sagat reflects on everything he's done in his life, and thinks about the importance that fighting has given to him over these many years. Although he did not win the tournament, he is still happy for participating in it, and he was actually able to enjoy himself. Sagat is seen as a hero amongst the villagers, whilst Adon is very spiteful towards him, vowing to dethrone him and become the new God of Muay Thai. And that's really it for Sagat at the moment, guys. He's mentioned in Street Fighter V, but does not yet make a physical appearance in the game. Hopefully he'll be in 2017's DLC packs, but until then we gotta play him on Street Fighter 4. Now here's a preview for next week's episode, guys. So yeah guys, next week I'm going to be talking about Paul Phoenix. Although he is a very humorous character, Paul is definitely one of the strongest fighters in the Tekken universe ever. Now if possible guys, I'd like you guys to do a favour for me. I want to give a massive shout out to my friend Fatma. She's been a very good friend to me over the many years I've known her, and she's only recently just started up her channel and wants to find some motivation. So if possible guys, head over there, subscribe to her stuff and let her know that I sent you there. She's currently doing some stuff about makeup and wants to go into movie reviews, so if that grabs your attention, certainly go over there and enjoy her content. Now as always guys, please comment, like, subscribe and share this video with everyone you know. Take care and I'll see you guys next time.